Hi Crystal Souls, if you clicked on this video it's because you're meant to receive this important message. Today I'm gonna be channeling from your inner child and especially your higher self. So you have important messages to receive from them, so make sure to stick until the end to receive every information. Now if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you want, you can join our beautiful family and subscribe down below. Now if you're interested for a personal reading, you can find all the information in the description or the pinned comment. Same thing for my TikTok and Instagram. So let's now jump into the reading and start it. So here is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'm gonna show you a close-up. I added some objects or shell for pile number 1. This flower for pile number 2. And another shell for pile number 3. So now if you need to pause the video and meditate, please do so, and when you are ready, you can find a timestamp in the comments down below. Today I'm gonna be picking messages, stickers, and charms, but all the cards are in the piles as you can see here. So pretty much I'm gonna be processing this reading this way today. We have cards announcing what is coming for you and what is going to change your life, and then inside we have the higher self messages and inner child messages. All is coming at once, so I really advise you to stick until the end to receive all the important messages you're meant to be hearing, because I feel like this is going to open your perspective to new things and heal you in a deep way. So now take your time and I will see you on your pile. So starting with pile number 1, first of all with this one. So this shell is screaming purity for me, but also openness. So that can also be a message from your higher self, future self, and your inner child, but also with the energy that is coming for you. So more purity, healing, angelic energy here, and I think this connects really well with the cards that are coming. So let's see. I'm gonna start with what you are currently, manifesting and attracting in your life, and then the messages. So, first of all, we have the King of Swords. I was like, is it the Queen? But this is the King. But of course, King or Queen energy, it's the same here. So right away, I'm seeing a person who is meant to be working on a project, working on a goal that is going to be actually connected to their mission, their soul's mission, and this is what is going to change your life. You came here to be someone who is powerful, someone who is spreading something like a teaching or some type of figure and person who is meant to teach others something important. On the graphic here, you can see things going up, and I think this is actually you studying how to raise your own empire, or that can be reaching the top for you. So here you can see themselves collaborating, and I think this is going to be the base of your success. So if you're still studying, this is telling you to also surround yourself with people who can inspire your journey and help you with your studies. Now, if this is your career, just be where you are meant to be with someone or people who are going to be inspiring you to become the king or the queen, so a person of power. The King of Swords is someone who's very intelligent, very mature, and I think this is exactly what you are meant to be awakening within you or just following, so you can create your own career or you can work with people of power. But you really have to choose a field which is satisfying for you and that is making you grow. If you are in a job where you feel like you're just working for money, this is not for you. You have to really follow something that your soul is calling for and craving for, and surrounding yourself with the right people will empower yourself but also inspire your journey to be going in the right direction so you can be receiving the best things. And this is exactly what you dream about. The Seven of Cups is about dreams coming true, wishes that we have, goals that we had. But especially because this reading is connected to your future self and inner child, I think that is a way from them to tell you you can achieve anything that you dream about, anything that you want right now. The only limit is yourself, really. I mean, you could see Queen, King, power. So whatever you want, whatever you aim for, you have the opportunity and the capacity to go out there. And here you can see multiple jobs appearing, like secretary, I'm saying maybe library or writing a book, a businesswoman, a singer, someone who's working in a plane, fashion industry, the medical field. So anything you dream or envision yourself doing, especially when you daydream, that is the answer. This is where you're supposed to go, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. So I think if you pick this spell, you may be looking for directions. You may be looking for maybe, some hint telling you, yes, it is the right thing to do, or yes, that's the right thing to welcome in your life. So anything that you are wanting and desiring, whatever you wish for, is now going to come and be provided to you as an opportunity. But first, create yourself this opportunity. You can see the girl studying here. Maybe studying and thinking, what is next for me? So if this is what you are looking for as an answer, what's next, what to do it, how to do it, or what do I truly want to be doing? That's okay. That's okay to not know exactly all that you want to be building for your future. But I think you are entering a phase where you are supposed to be now thinking of what truly animates you so you can get there. So you can actually take action and plan on the things that you want to be, improving. And maybe you can do that. Maybe take a piece of paper, pause the video, and write down all the goals you want to achieve for like the next year. In the 12 month that are going to come next, what do you want to be achieving related to your dreams, goals, opportunities, career, studies? Because I think this is where you're supposed to be going, and maybe afterward with the reading and the cards that are coming up, that will bring you more clarity on which direction to take. But I'm sure deep down you know what you want to do and what's supposed to happen. So let's see. I'm gonna start with your higher self's messages. So starting with this one, alchemy. So right away, and we talked about, spiritual calling or just a person, so you, who is very powerful. And I think this card is related to that. Your inner power is meant to be serving a lot of people. I'm seeing you being very passionate, being very strong and wise. You are an old soul for me. And you came here on earth for something big. And that is why you are supposed to be following your dreams and whatever you think about, and not limit yourself with what you're supposed to do. So your future self is telling you, you came here for something grand, and if you activate that power, then you can create magic in your reality. We talked about reaching the top, right? And you can see the steps. So that's a reminder, in order for you to reach the flame or the fame, this is what I heard, you need to also go step by step towards it and take actions and improve with time with the actions that you take to reach the goal or to reach whatever is animating you. Because flame is for me about passion. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of power, activation, or truth within that is speaking through, so you can use that magic and create magic in your universe. So it's pretty much a message for you to trust yourself, trust your magic, trust your power, so you can create the best reality for you. We have 25 appearing. We had 7, by the way. 7 is about luck, so that's pretty good. 25, so 2 is about unity. And we talked about collaboration, working with people, so definitely a part of your success. And 5 is about magic and creation, so that is all very connected. As for the next message from your future self, let it flow. So if you want things to come effortlessly, there's also part of letting go, letting things flow. So allowing the universe, your guides, and higher forces to take charge of things so you can actually get what you want. And this is part of trust and collaboration as well. So when you are in flow as well, this is what I'm getting here. When you are in flow, when you trust, when you know it is coming, this is what is going to activate that magic and manifest effortlessly that reality. So that's a reminder to not overthink, to be anxious or worried about, your future or situations, because everything is working out best case scenario, okay? So keep on going. So this can be some worry. Maybe your higher self is telling you, stop Please, because you manifest and attract that result. Of course, if this is resonant with you, if not, don't take it. So we have financial constraint. So that can be you kind of picturing not having enough, or, always being restricted with finances or with things, not being in flow, or you feeling like I'm lacking things. Rather, it's knowledge. Rather, it's maybe lacking talent. At least this is how you believe, how you think about yourself. But I do not think this is actually that empty. You need to recognize what you possess and all the blessings and all that you were working on so you can accomplish something big. So don't see things being empty. Instead, change your mind. And if you have to brainwash yourself to, work on a better mind program to attract what you want, do so. Because when you see abundance where before they were lack, that's your power of creation. That's the alchemy. So that's a reminder that reality and situations you see as empty or not enough, you can change and reframe that story to then attract what you want, which is abundance, which is flow, which is satisfaction and fulfillment, which is completion with your dreams, which is that magic. So believe and lead the way towards it. So now messages. Wisdom outweighs any wealth. Oops. So I guess that's a reminder. If money is not flowing yet, because I'm sure it will come, and if not, I feel like some people are already experiencing that flow of money. But be aware, what is important is what you share, your wisdom, all that power and magic within. And if you're not using that, that is telling you to use it, so you can then also build that empire. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. And you can see the bright sun. And the sun is also about success. So I guess you are supposed to now activate that light within. And even with, the crystal close to your heart, I guess that's about it. Activate back that light and passion within your heart. And follow this direction, your heart's direction and your soul's direction. But also if you are able to also transmute and transform things, so from the darkness to the light, that is your power, or that is a reminder that you can do it. And this is what we saw here, constraint, lack, like things maybe not being in flow, but you have that power within. So trust. So now messages from your inner child. Help from above. Okay, so that's a reminder you are not alone, and whatever you want, you can get what you want. Here you can see music especially, so maybe music is speaking to you, and we saw, on one cup, the singer. So maybe the music industry is helping you, or that is a reminder from your inner child to listen to the right music so you can be energized by this one. Music is energy and vibration, so if you listen to the right music, then you also activate the right energy and frequency within yourself. But here there are so many hints. We have the full moon, which is about completion. So maybe your inner child is feeling, from what I'm getting from the moon, it's like feeling incomplete or feeling like you always had to prove yourself. There's a part of you that was lacking. Maybe this is also what you experienced in the past. Parents that were not really generous with you, or that can be generous with their time, for example. Maybe they were working so hard, so this is what you believe is meant for you. But like I said, you have to be in flow. You have to follow something you are passionate about. It doesn't have to be like a work or something you have to work on so hard to get results. I believe your soul is telling you, you came here to use that magic to connect with spirits, to connect with your soul's desire and dreams so you can complete something. But like I said, maybe your inner child is telling you they were ignoring you, but this was not because they couldn't be here. It's just that they were treated the same way before. And I'm talking about your family, but especially those who raised you. So if you feel like they were an absent figure, that is just because they experienced that, so they repeat the same cycle. The moon can also be about cycles, evolutions. So that is part of, what's being spread again and again because that's all they know. And beware the people they always treat ourselves because they were treated that way, because they treat themselves the same way. The only thing they know is going to be repeated. So I guess that's also telling you to find completion now on your own with your dreams, which can also be music or creativity and art. I'm also seeing blue here. And blue is about dreams and communication. So when you will be aligning with your dreams, then you will see things improving for you. And I think this is when you trust that you can make it with your dreams and also follow that flow. We have the waves, right? So that can be about success, growth, and a little push from the universe for you to follow one direction. And this direction is connected to whatever you want to be accomplishing and what is calling you, but also what speaks to you the most. But be aware you are not alone, and I'm sure that your inner child knew you were supported. You probably had fairies, angels, cosmic beings maybe visiting you or guiding you when you were a child. Whether you remember it or not, they were here present and you knew it so well, and that is why you always felt, guided and supported by them, even though you were not really experiencing that support around you in the 3D. So that's probably reminding you that if you want, again, that support to come and activate, you can call them. So let's see the next card. Harvest. Okay, so, and I think this is again very connected to what your future self is telling you. Could be that, you were born in a family where they were always working, harvesting, and now you feel like this is what adds value to your life. And I think this is also telling you, yes, it adds value, but now you have to find satisfaction with it. You have to be fully satisfied with what is about to come or what you are about to create. Because harvesting is great, but if this is just for that reward or money or whatever you get, and this can be good grades, So if you're just feeling pressure to harvest and collect and get things, you are not in flow. And that's a reminder from your future self telling you, you have to be in flow. You have to be satisfied with what you're supposed to be getting. So your inner child is reminding you, be in a moment of appreciation when collecting things, when receiving things. Be grateful because it was not easy, or it is not easy to get all the things we want, but you have the power to get there. And whatever you are experiencing and welcoming, this is worth it, but also you deserve all of this. And it could be that in the past you felt like you were not deserving of things, or they could tell you, if you want that, you have to do it. So you always kind of proved yourself like, I'm worth enough to receive things. And when you are not saying your worth or that you're capable to do something and you question yourself, then you see lack within, and so you attract lack outside of you. So if there are some type of karma, blockages or traumas related to that, now it's time for you to work on accepting yourself, loving yourself, supporting yourself, and seeing the value. First, this abundance is within yourself. It is not outside of you. That reality is your mirror. So if you see lack outside of you, then that is because you are not seeing the potential within yourself. 6th chakra. Okay, so this is the third eye chakra. This is about the vision we talked about, the dreams that you have, everything that you picture, anything you want to be building. So that's a reminder to keep on dreaming, visualizing, not emptiness, but full, things being full, overflowing even, that cup overflowing. You can see the cups here. So just that reality you envision and think about is now coming to you. And that's a reminder. And I'm sure as a child you used to be dreaming or playing or just being in your mind, and then you received exactly what you wanted. So that's a reminder that you can do this again right now. But you have to first envision what you want so you can get there and receive exactly what you desire. And again we have blue. Blue is popping on all these cards, as you can see. So blue is about communication, creativity, so you can be meant to be a creative or meant to be a communicator or spread a message. Or that can be that your voice is meant to be heard. And if you didn't felt like they could understand your vision or your passion or what you wanted to collect, what you dreamt about before, and I'm talking about, Rather, it's a teacher couldn't understand or support your dreams, or that can be anyone, really. Now believe in something different, because first you came here for yourself, and you're supposed to be working on something that you are truly, truly passionate about. So that's a reminder that you and your own vision is enough. As for the rest, if it's not going in the same direction, if this is not supporting your journey, don't take it. So now messages from your inner child. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. And we saw that, help from above. So be patient, let the universe, your guides, help you to process and also to attract anything you want. You can see protection here with a circle and growth. So that can be telling you that you are protected, you're safe, things are gonna grow, trust it. And with all the stars, I'm seeing this as spiritual beings all around you guiding you. So if you don't know where to go, what to do, or what's supposed to come next, let yourself be in flow and let yourself be guided and helped. But also try to connect with them. If you can do some meditation to connect with your higher self and inner child, maybe do that, because they may provide you more directions. I can do less and attract more. There we go. I love this because this is king and queen energy here. You understand that this creation, it doesn't have to be suffocating. It doesn't have to be always providing, always working hard. No. You can do less and attract more. Why? Because you're powerful. Because you alchemize. Because you attract. Because you are in flow. Okay? So you can harvest and get what you want. So no more of this energy. No, it's time for creation. I do less, I attract more. And maybe these, you should write them down, in your journal or just around you so you can remember. Remember what your inner child and future self wants to say to you. So speaking of messages, let's continue with the tiny messages. So anything they want you to know, anything that's important for you to know for your journey and future. It's already yours. Yes, from the universe. That's powerful, and this is exactly what we talked about. I am radiating self-love and abundance. You're too young to let the world break you. To let the world break you. I think this is also what your inner child wants to say to you. If you were broken, if you were, shaped in a certain way and that was really killing you inside or just making you feel like I'm not enough or I'm not good enough, so I have to change for somebody or for the world or society or whatever that is. That's a reminder that no, your spark is what's needed on earth. So you're too young to let the world break you. Find back that completion, and we talked about this before. Trust yourself, you know more than you think you do. I love this. Like all the messages I feel are perfect and fitting. It should be celebrated. Yes, celebrate. Each step of the way, celebrate it. So let's continue. I'm going to be using the other techniques, the charms and stickers, using this grid. Okay, I love this because, again, this is very connected. We talked about an old soul. You came here for something big and your soul knows. I'm seeing here connections, infinite signs, connected. And we talked about collectivity, unity. So that can also be uniting your voice with other souls. Whether it's a soulmate, a twin maybe. So these can be hints, letters, place, initials from the people who are meant to be helping you on your quest. Things are gonna skyrocket for you. So improvement, abundance, reaching the top, this is exactly what we talked about. And the universe is supporting you on that quest. You are meant to shine, okay? You're meant to be doing and creating something important. So please follow this direction. For this term, I'm seeing things blooming for you, being supported with your growth. So let's see if I see anything here. Not getting anything with the letters, but if you see anything, you can write it down in comments. Let's see now the charms for you guys. What will change your life or your future? I love that we have the astronaut, because for me you're meant to be exploring, ascending, reaching the top. So I guess that's again very related. Reaching the top, reaching for things that are out of space maybe, or out of reach right now. So that's also telling you to trust, to trust and to allow that trip or travel to lead you in the right place. I'm also getting this as astral projection, so that can also be telling you to try that and to connect with your astral family or just with other souls. And craft, so it can be inspired or guided to be crafty, to be creative. Always miss you. I'm kind of getting this as like a letter received, or maybe a letter from, I don't know, I heard grandma, so that can also be a grandma trying to connect with you or like share a message. We have a tea party, and this one is kind of waiting for you, see? So that can be someone who's missing you. If not a grandma, that can be anybody really. But there's someone who is missing you and wants to be sharing some time with you. Maybe to share some tea. Here we have the milk and the rose inside. So this transparency is allowing you to see what's inside. So that is telling you to also see what's inside of you with more transparency. To not hide your potential, your growth, or just you blooming beautifully. This rose has to be seen, and you are the rose. So I guess you are supposed to just trust yourself and love yourself enough to then open up to the people so they can see truly who you are. But stop hiding yourself. If you're ever in trouble, don't try to be brave, just run away. So sometimes do not stick to situation or people. If this is not meant for you, if this is not serving your journey, your ascension, your well-being, your happiness, then just run away. So that is your reading. This is your message. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write, I claim to welcome all this message and flow and healing energy. And if you're new here, make sure to join our beautiful family and subscribe down below. And I will see you on my next reading. Bye-bye. So Palma 2, let's start first with this flower. So right away I'm seeing things blooming, but also with that, glass on top, I'm seeing this as a zoom, or let's say something that is going to really make you pop out. So I guess this is for you to allow yourself to bloom, to be seen, to be welcomed by others. That's especially what I'm getting here. As for the blue color, this is about creativity, communication. We also have yellow like the sun inside. So I guess this is also what you are announcing. So communicating or being creative is going to allow yourself to be shining like the sun, to be happy and positive, but also to attract more success. So I guess that's gonna be the energy for this group. I'm gonna start first with the energy, what is happening to you and what will change your life. Wow, we talked about the sun, right? And I forgot about the cards, so yeah. So right away we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about, for me, recognizing that you have enough already, but you can build even more abundance. But stick to what you have. Stick to also the sensation of feeling fulfilled and satisfied, and be grateful for all the things you are collecting already. You are cooking something here, which can be for your future, which can be for, your finances, or for your career or studies if you're still studying. So that's a reminder that you have enough. And when you recognize that and see it, then you can attract even more of this. But like I said, something is cooking at a distance. So that's a reminder that what you are creating, cooking, and wanting to taste for the future is your creation, because you have enough to offer. You have enough to also deliver and share to the people. So I guess what is connected to the energy is about recognition. Recognition that you have enough, even though they made you feel like you are not good enough, or that you don't have enough to offer, or that what you dream about is not something you can access. This is BS, because you definitely have a lot of resources. skills and talents, and you are recognizing this, so it's very good. 4 is about stability as well, so maybe this is about finding stability with your finances and with what you are creating at the moment. And we had the sun, right? So this is for you to be shining, and we talked about this. Blooming, shining, growing, expanding. And this is exactly what is coming for you. So here I'm saying celebration, but also that's a reminder that if you want to be happy, you also have to be surrounded by the right people. You can see people coming together, and also enjoying a meal together. And maybe this is what you're cooking right now. You are cooking for brighter future, amazing connections. You're cooking for your success, for you to be happy, for you to be supported, for you to be seen, for you to be around the right people, the right environment, the right work, the right studies, or the right school. All of that is available for you. That is the right opportunity. And this is honestly what you may really want to be experiencing next. And this is what is being offered. There is also a sense of sharing on this card with the sun. So that's reminding you wanting for more things. Start with you giving to others. Because everything is a mirror. When you give, then you receive. When you do something, then people do something for you. See? And do not do it because of it. You have to do it because it's fun, because you have enough. So of course you can give abundantly. And don't give because of receiving always. You really have to see the joy in doing it. Because the sun is about this positivity and solar energy, that fun. So if you are not having fun with what you do, with what you study, with the people around you, even with your family, then that is telling you to take a step back. Recognize what you have next to it that is making you more happy and fulfilled, and stick to that. Don't stick to something that is making you overwhelmed or pressured. You can see here, even the way she's looking at all the things, she's like, oh my goodness, like what am I gonna take? And you can see even the water dripping off. So that can also be the pressure. Even when you cook like the boiling water, that can be about how you feel at the moment. You feel like overwhelmed, stressed, anxious maybe. But that is telling you to relax. Everything is going to be okay. Just stay positive, trust, and also welcome the best options so you can be supported by the right people and the right energy. So let's see now your messages. I'm gonna start first with your higher self and then your inner child. So we have letting go for the first card. And the way she is actually touching the stone, there's like a part of reassurance. I guess you want to be reassured. Maybe your future self is telling you, it's gonna be okay. But let go of anything that is a pressure, that is making you ball up, let's say. And if this is there are people around you, then try to find a way to liberate yourself, to let go of these people. You can see on the background, kind of people wanting you to be a part of, what they created, but you're like, no, I'm wanting to stay at the distance, to stay safe, and to not be around these people. So I guess this is also telling you, you will be safe. But first you have to decide and move from a situation which is no longer serving you, and to find that sense of stability and comfort. And it's okay to say no, to let go, and to say, you know what, I value what you say, I value what you do, or I value your presence, but I think it's time for something new to me, and I'm gonna lead the way towards it. And that's the sun energy. This is you deciding, it is time for change. It is time for me to shine. So letting go of the darkness, letting go of the pain, of the traumas or limitations, anxiety, depression, and facing what's there is going to welcome the sun. So this is you transforming the energy, allowing the energy to be different because now you choose. This is my reality. This is my creation. And if anything is coming to me, which is no longer resonating with my plan and with my future or what I want to be creating, then I let go of it. I don't attach any importance to it because, and this is the same with people. If they talk about something you don't like and you do not respond, they will change their chatter. Like whatever they were talking about, they won't talk about it because they see there's no response, there's no reaction. So if you stop reacting and just feeding the fire, that is going to stop. So I think this is telling you, if you let go of it, you put an end to it. And if you do not react or just allow this to affect you in some way, then this is liberation for you to keep on shining. I love this. The gift. Okay, so expect a gift, and this is also what we saw here, positivity, people offering you things, food. And this is a part of all of you sharing together. And this itself is celebration. This itself is something you can be grateful for. People around you, situations serving you, opportunities, gifts. But also I'm saying this as a message. You are a gift. And if people made you doubt, all that you possess, and also that inner sun within, all that positivity, all that is coming from you, which is beautiful, positive, uplifting, fun, then they're not seeing you. They are analyzing you in a way and transforming your energy in a way that's going to make them feel better. But you are a lot more than what they can see and envision within you. So picture yourself as a gift. You came here for something beautiful, and people will recognize, that spark, that light coming from you. You can also be a star, by the way, because the sun is a star. So you can be a star seed or meant to be a star, meant to be shining and being popular. And I guess that's your future self telling you, when you leave this place of darkness, or the people which spread this energy and make you feel that way, gloomy, anxious, sad, and maybe just lacking energy. When you move on, you will see that people will welcome you and help you, but also celebrate your presence. They will see that you are a gift, or that you are gifted. That can also be it. But also use your gift, talents, and resources to work on that success, to work on your bright future. Happy family. So we are bringing harmony to your family. So that can also be sharing time with your family. If they bring you support, love, comfort, if they are helping you to shine, stick to them. If you are not really finding that comfort and solar, sun, positivity, energy, you can be creating your own family. Rather it's your friends around, the people around you teaching you something, or that can be your soul family. So you can be attracting people in your soul group who are going to be helping you, but also celebrating, all that you possess, your presence, your solar energy. And they will bring even more, of that miracle in your life. We have the beach here, so that's about things coming to you. And that's also return. Coming and then returning to the ocean. So things and people come and go in your life, and I think this is something you have to accept. If you really are someone who is wanting to stick to the people or stick to things, like you don't really like changes, this is stopping you to be truly happy, because you hold on to something or hold on to a memory which is no longer existing. So you have to be more in flow and to see the life as something that is always meant to be evolving and changing. And this is creating your happiness and creating your satisfaction, because every day is different, because every day is exciting for you. And you recognize that because things always are in flow. So I think that's also a reminder. Yes, it's good to commit and to stick around, which is the 4 number, commitment, stability. But also understand that stability has to adapt to situations, things, people, everything around you. And I think the way you can adapt is going to be your power for your future. Don't stop believing is a message from your future self. So keep on believing, see that potential. We talked about this before. You have to really see for yourself. See and just recognize that it's there and it was there all along. So you need to trust and follow whatever makes you happy, and believe in what you want to be creating, believe in yourself, in your own potential, and believe in people. If you are lacking trust, because I'm also getting that with letting go, staying away from these people. If you stopped believing in people or you stopped trusting them because of past experiences, understand that you also filter people. You see people a certain way because of past wounds, and this is not really welcoming. So instead, try to see anything people have to offer and see that you can all celebrate and come together and have a good time. So don't listen too much to what happened or to your wound or to your mind, especially if this is not so positive. So the next message: true manifestations are powered by service and love. We talked about this, right? Collectivity, serving, receiving. So that is again very connected. So all that you do as a service is coming back to you. All the love you share is coming back to you. This world, this reality is a mirror. And when you understand this, then this is going to be your power, really. Now let's see messages from your inner child. Unleash your creativity. And it's funny because the sun is also related to that creative force within. So I guess that's actually what's meant to be happening. Be creative. Share that creativity. I think it's time for you to use all your skills and talents, or anything that is making you, a bit more crafty and creative. That is going to serve you and the project or what you're currently studying about. So that, I think, is your destination. You may want to be more creative or creating something or giving yourself an opportunity to be creating something of value for your future. And your inner child is telling you, yes, if you want that, then be in that flow of creativity. Try new things, explore, be a visionary. Don't stop yourself. Even if your vision or your project may seem to be a bit cray-cray for some people, it's fine because they are not seeing this. But if you connect with the right people, they will see the value in what you share. So trust yourself more than you trust what other people have to say about you. And I'm sure maybe in your childhood you've been around people who couldn't understand your spark or your uniqueness or anything you was creating. They were like, yeah, that's good, but they're not really passionate about the same things. And now this is telling you that if you are in flow and also creative and share that with the right people, then your creativity is going to be received as genius. So that's why you need to be now allowing yourself to create again, so you can also be, receiving the right appreciation from the right people. Explore, yes. And as a child, I think you used to be like this. You used to love exploring, designing or creating new things. You wanted to always extend your palette to, be more curious about things, asking a lot of questions. And I think you need to awaken that back, because this is amazing. And this is helping you also to, extend your horizons, explore something new. So that curiosity is your gift. And I think this is serving your creativity as well. So use that. And I think your inner child is really excited if you are awakening back this energy and being more curious and excited yourself. You are seeing yourself accompanied here. So when exploring, whether it's with what you create, with the people, or meeting new people, because that can be exploring, connections, or that can be places, this is really going to serve you. If you want to be traveling, do so. If you want to be meeting new people, do so. Find a way. Maybe this is social media's interactions or events, because I'm seeing an event here, like neighbors coming and sharing a meal together. Don't be afraid to also welcome people, invite people, because this is when you do the first step that they make a step towards you. And even as a friend, I think you used to be this way. It was easy for you to make friends or just being yourself and playing with the things you enjoyed. then you attracted people being interested about the same things or being curious, and then they started to like the same things. Or for example, you used to be starting to dress a certain way, and then people saw you and be like, oh, I want to be just like her. So I think you are meant to be inspiring people. That's why you are meant to be a star. You're meant to be shining, and so your light is needed right now. So trust yourself, really. I think you're doing a service to the world just by being yourself. Caring connections. So stick to the people who care about you, who are here present for you, supporting you, loving you, and making you feel safe, especially here. So I think this is also a reminder that you used to be around the right people. You used to be supported by amazing friends, amazing people in your family. They trusted you, they care about you. And that can also be telling you to be grateful for your parents being here, your family being here, for your friends being here, for the people who taught you a lot of things in school. Or if you're still studying, then be grateful for that. But also for the people who teach you something at work or come in your life and they share something that is changing your life. So as a kid, just exploring and being with the right people was serving you. It was serving you to be happier, was serving you to be stronger, was serving you to also awaken this potential within yourself. And so you can have possibilities. So these connections are and were really, really inspiring. And I think if you were born in a happy family where you felt protected, supported, seen, valued, this is your strength. And I think you can always have that pillar outside of you, because these connections are helping you to find that stability. But also if you didn't find that, I feel like your inner child is telling you to now allow yourself to find a happy family, maybe outside of your own family or outside of yourself, to connect with people, to allow people to come in, because not everyone is going to be like this. So many people are here wanting to share, wanting to connect with you, and they care about you. Also on the scene you can see a couple, so that can be you attracting the right love in your life, the right lover. With the bouquet, I'm seeing this as confession, so that can be your inner child telling you Prince Charming or Princess Charming is coming. Just be ready. So now for the message. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. And I talked about this, it's time, it's so connected. Look, we have the clock, and here time. So yes, and definitely the universe has something big for you. You can see this with the sun. You are meant to be shining. Here again, you can see the sun, the vision here. So I guess the vision is also about what you picture for your future, or what your inner child pictured for your future is now gonna come as an energy. So trust it, be in flow. So let's see more messages. Anything you need to know right now from them. Okay. Inhale love, exhale hate. Releasing hate, releasing and letting go is all about it. Anything which is no longer serving you or supporting you, let it go. Strong women don't have attitudes, they have standards. Women or men, doesn't matter. Your energy is sacred. Yes, it is. Give yourself time. There is part of transformation here with the butterfly. So, even though it's time, you are, feeling inspired to work on big plans for you and creativity, then give yourself time. Give things time also. Like, don't pressure things or don't rush into things. My mind is possessed by the word success from sugar. So success is coming to you because in your mind, there's no doubt you're leading your way towards that success. And we saw that with the waves as well, with the sun. So definitely. Okay, so let's see with the charms. What is about to come for you? What you can expect and what will change your life? I heard unity with this, or unite. It's kind of like if you want to be creating something with your career or just creating a unity or maybe some community online, that can also be the hint. If you want to make things happen and you are, let's say, wanting to create a business online or wanting to create a YouTube channel, let's say, and you want to grow a community, then this is also about uniting. We have 111 on the letters, so that's about creation, leadership, unity, but also becoming one, all the people coming one. Ever. So it's a story that will last forever. Anything you are working on, this is some investment for your future. So here they're asking you to settle down, to stick to the things you want to see grow. It's like when you feel safe in one environment, as a boat, like you drop that. You really want to stick there. So anything that is supporting you, stick to it. This is for me about clearance, removing the leaves from the path, clearing your path, and we had let go as a card. So I think that's again very connected. Letting go of the clutter, cleaning the path, cleaning the way, so you can be led in the right direction or just lead the way towards ascension with a triangle going upward. Teamwork, definitely. We saw unity, community, so very connected. I think this is also telling you to have fun, because any type of sport, especially with people, it's so much fun. So I guess that's telling you to unite with the right people, unite with friends or people who can connect with you and have fun with you, and to have faith for the future. This is going to be life-changing. Let's see now with the stickers. What is coming for you? What will change your life? Okay. So first I see Alice kind of stuck there. And maybe this is a sensation, feeling stuck, wanting to be liberated. It's like just wanting to escape a situation, maybe escape a connection, and so you can be attracting the right things. And we saw that, we saw caring connections, people being here for you, wanting to celebrate with you. The recipe, isn't it so connected? We saw that in the beginning, cooking something for the future. Even here, it's like cooking your own potion. I put a spell on you. So be aware you manifest that reality, you cook that reality, right? So anything you want to be attracting, then work toward it. You have to prioritize it. Anything you want to see improve right now. If you want things to come into flourishing so you can collect the fruits afterward, the fruit of your labor. Anything you are working hard on or cooking, I think it's going to be so rewarding, because when you put actions and dedicate your time to it, and keep on improving that recipe, improving yourself, your skills, this is going to be rewarding. But also with the telephone, I'm seeing this as your calling. So that's a way to tell you, if you follow your calling, things will just come effortlessly. That will be your mastery, but also you will attract abundance. I'm seeing 3 of them. 3 is a number associated to friendship for me, or soul family. So that can also be about it. More growth, not just for you, but also for the people around you. For your community, maybe, but that can also be your soul fam, your soulmate, your lover. The people around you, they will be very inspired with what you do, because that is your calling, because now you are in flow. You're doing something that you are passionate about. So keep on going. So this is your reading. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write, I claim to welcome this beautiful message and energy. And if you're new here, make sure to join our beautiful family and subscribe down below. And I will see you on my next reading. Bye-bye. Okay, so pile number 3, let's see what is coming for you. So it's funny because I was actually preparing that pile, and when I saw this one, I heard secret. So that can be related to the messages. Secrets being untold, being kept secret, I mean. So That can be something you're trying to hide or that you keep for yourself. And there's even something coming out of the shell, if you can see it, like a little branch or something like that. So that can be something that is subtly trying to come out, but it's still kind of questioning, is it safe enough? Is it okay? Is it the right time? So I guess this is also how you may feel. And that may be why you want to keep things secret for now. So let's see. I'm going to start first with these two cards. So this is defining the energy, what is coming for you, what you can expect, and what will change your life. So first we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be about some struggle, some pressure, and especially related to like situations, maybe work and connections. So anything that is a bit of a torture or pressuring or overwhelming these days. Just be aware that you can share that with the people around you. If you feel pressured, if you feel unhappy, if you feel anxious, or if you feel depressed even, always find a way to communicate with somebody, because when you express that and put words on your pain or anything that is bothering you, this is liberating. And also know you are not alone. You can see yourself being helped here by the fairies. So the fairies can be your friends, that can be your parents, your family members, or that can be people working at school with you. Maybe if this is pressure from school or from work, maybe your co-workers or the people who study with you, they feel the same pressure. So just knowing you're not alone there is just going to be easier, let's say, to just relax a little bit and be like, okay, we are all in this together. That's a process, but just knowing that I'm not suffering alone, I just feel better just about it, because that proves we are all strong enough to keep on going. See? So that's why sharing, opening up, and not keeping things for yourself is going to be rewarding. But also, if this is not about work, if this is just one experience or something that is coming into your life and you feel pressured with or anxious about, communicate to somebody you can trust. If you don't have anybody around you who can actually connect with you, then connect with your spirit guide, your higher self, maybe your inner child even. Sometimes your inner child has this purity and can see situations with more freedom or lightness and not really attachment to a situation. Because I'm sure as a kid you used to be a little more detached to things, a bit more careless, let's say. And this was, in a way, very liberating. It's like, for example, a child is running into a wall and, he feels the pain, but then afterward, it's gone. So I guess this is also how you're supposed to be seeing situations and things which can be a bit of a pressure. Here you can see the Page of Swords. I love this energy because that shows anything you are wanting to accomplish and target for your future. It has to flow. If this is a pressure for you, rather it's not for you, or you're just not putting the right energy into it. Have fun. That's a reminder. And the page is often related to our inner child. So I think this is telling you, from your inner child's perspective, you have to see that you are in control. And not controlling. That's very different. You are in control. You let things flow, which is out of control. Not out of something that you really want. No. It's like, okay, I trust. I hold it, but I let the kite go in the direction it wants to go. I'm not pressuring the flow, you see. It doesn't have to be this way, and I think it shouldn't be this way if you want the best result and for you to enjoy also the process of things evolving. So if that pressure is because you want to control things, or because you want a certain result and you're not getting it, or you want a certain relationship or a certain person, you want them to fall in love with you, or no, that desperate energy, it has to stop. Because this is not productive. But instead, if you want somebody, first of all, be yourself, have fun with them, and don't expect anything from them, from the outcome, from what you want for the future. Sometimes we are so in our heads, creating what we want with a certain person, that we are not appreciating of the evolution of things. So that's a reminder. If you want your life to be in flow, be in flow. Don't control, just allow things to go to flow, to take different directions, adapt to it. Just like a child, you needed to learn things. You were just acceptant of whatever was happening into your reality, into your life, with your connections. If mom was not happy, if mom was angry, you were not trying to control her or tell her what to do. You was just a bit sad to see this, but you accepted this. And that is going to be the same here. If you see people being angry at you, sometimes it's not because you are not good enough. It's just that they expect so much from you that they put that pressure on your shoulders. So that's why I feel like there is a need to, in French we say légèreté. So that's something that's flowing. This is not heavy. This is something that's light and pure. And I think this is exactly what you need right now. And if you feel the place you are in, rather it's with connection, situation, work, or studies, or school that is not satisfying for you, if this is too much of a pressure, then find a way to release that and to move in the right direction towards what you picture for your future. Because we have that picture, which is the vision, anything you want to aim for. And you're not really, moving that kite towards you to see what's there because you know what's there. There's a part of trust in letting that flow up. So to reach a higher perspective. And that can also be telling you to see from above, to not see from your own character, to see situations as your higher self, and to see that everything is happening and serving me to evolve, serving me to adapt, serving me to be happy, to be content, and to be in flow. So let's see with the messages, first with your higher self's messages, and then your inner child. Rejection. Okay, so this is for me related to what you experienced before, or maybe what you are experiencing right now, which is a bit pressuring. If you feel rejected, whether it's with a lover, I'm seeing a lover here on the painting, or that can be with your studies, that can be rejection with a work you're trying to get, or maybe this is also part of rejection with what happened in the past. So I guess your higher self is telling you to be acceptant of rejection because it's redirection. I want you to print it in your mind. Rejection is redirection. Okay? So that means everything is always serving you. There's nothing against yourself. There's nothing competing against what you want to create. No, it's always serving you the best reality, the best outcome. So thank you, rejection, because that means there's something better. There's something higher connected to my vision, and I'm leading the way towards it. We have the clock here, so that is telling you to now. I think this is about facing the past, to not be stuck in a time that is no longer relevant. You have to be connected to the present moment, to the time that is now, to the time that exists, and not to something that happened, because if you attach yourself to something that rejected you in the past, you're stuck there. It's like a part of your soul is living in that time, which is no longer going to exist or come. The past is in the past. It doesn't come back in your future. Unless you attach yourself to it, then you drag it. And I think that's telling you to be acceptant enough. So, you liberate yourself from what happened. And also you detach yourself enough to then attract your way a possibility. Someone welcoming you. A school accepting you. A job wanting you. Looking for you, actually. Or that lover falling in love deeply with you, and that is the one. So if you felt rejected, maybe this is also because you've been raised in a family who couldn't see you, who couldn't be present here because they were working, because they were maybe too stuck in their own trauma or dramas. And that's okay, because they needed to be there. They needed to face their But now, you don't need to carry this with you. This is not your burden, and it shouldn't be this way. If they couldn't see your beauty, that's too bad. But that is their chance that slipped away from seeing the beauty within you. That's them just not saying that you are an amazing being. This is not you not being enough. No. This is just they couldn't see it. Rather, it's because they are not shining the way you do, or because they're jealous of it, so they reject or paint you a certain way that is making you feel awkward. This part of rejection is them rejecting themselves, or rejecting that spark within because it doesn't feel too right to see someone who is different, to see someone who is so bright and beautiful or so powerful. So never take that personal, please. It is never personal. It's just that people sometimes are stuck and they project that onto us because it's easier to believe you are the problem than to believe they're not doing something that is enough for them or that is satisfying enough. And if you reflect that light and you shine upon them, they feel ashamed and they reject themselves. So why rejecting themselves when they can reject you? I know this is twisted and crazy, but this is how it is. Now it's time for you to protect yourself and also to protect others. I feel this rejection taught you how to be more welcoming, more loving, and more caring with people. And I'm sure you're being of light, full of love, and now you feel the need to protect others, to support others, to defend them, to be here for them, to listen to them, to accompany themselves so they can feel safe. Because you know how it feels awful to be rejected, how destructive it can be to not be noticed, to not be listened, to not be valued. And I feel that, and it's okay, because you grew up so beautifully. You're still here, standing, and you keep on moving, you keep on healing, you keep on protecting yourself and others, and this is something you can celebrate and be so proud of. So keep on protecting. Whether it's you, others, everybody, the planet, the animal. Here it's like the trees. This one is wanting to cut it, but the child is aware there's so much life into a tree. You can just see a tree, you want to cut it because maybe this is on your way, or because you're full of anger, you want to beat that down. But the thing is, that anger is just within you, and this being, it needs to live. But also all the beings living in the tree, this is their house. So I guess you are just opening people's perspective and so protecting this way, because you can see the beauty, you can see the life, you can see the spark within and outside of you. So here we have the woman holding a heart. So I said it, you are loving, you're caring, and that is again a reminder telling you experience that lack, people not being available, people rejecting you, people not seeing you, or not wanting to even connect and be here for you. I'm saying 111, but you are writing a new chapter. 111 is newness, new creation, independence as well. So this independence within you, or just trusting yourself more than the outer chatter, is what is building this love within, so you can then offer that love outside. We have 44 appearing here, which is about stability, safety, building the right foundations. So I guess this is about a message from your higher self and future self telling you, if you feel like crumbling down, if you feel rejected, unseen, that is just a feeling that's passing by. Because when you allow yourself to be stronger, to awaken that love, to accept yourself, to transform yourself, because we have the butterfly. So the butterfly is about transformation, change, and also rebirth. And I guess you are rebirthing from what happened. You are becoming brand new, stronger, more loving, more caring, more offering. And this is serving you a lot. Let me see. So yes, with stability, with 4, but also commitment. Committing to yourself, committing to the things you love, committing to your own stability, to your well-being. This is going to be life-changing for you. And I think the moment you just prioritize yourself and forget about the rest, especially if this is too much of a pressure, you'll be freed. So now the message is, don't burn out. Yes, don't overwork yourself. And this is what you could see here on the scene. Searching for answers, searching for things, wanting to have better grades, blah, 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 blah. yes, it's good, but not if this is becoming a pressure. Not if you're not finding excitement or satisfaction and pride in what you accomplish. So always be here for yourself. Protect yourself from that burnout. Don't pressure yourself. Be caring and loving with you. And also, I think for the people who are very hardworking, this is a part of self-rejection because they don't want to be present with their emotions. They don't want to be present with how they feel. They don't want to be present with maybe a situation or with people around them because this is too overwhelming. So they kind of escape a little bit with what they do. And whether it's with work, it can be a distraction, it can be anything really. It can be food, it can be TV, it can be music. Do this because it's fun, not because it's gonna cover that or cover this or cover, that awful man wanting to break that down, cut that tree. So yeah, really face what's happening because this itself is going to be liberating. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Feel good. I mean, it's time, don't burn out, don't pressure yourself, have fun with things. Feel good and you will see things flowing. Now let's see with the letter from your inner child. Do I have, yes, all the cards? I was actually laughing yesterday night because I saw this card popping. I was like, okay. Well, that's the inner child. Making you aware you have an inner child. Don't ignore it. This young, fun voice within you, the one who wants to have fun, wants to discover new things, with just, like I said, more in flow with this light feeling. This is who you are. And I think you kind of forgot about it because you wanted to work hard, you wanted to get good grades, or you wanted to reach for things higher, or you wanted to escape maybe a part of your past as an inner child because it was too torturous, because you felt rejected, so you rejected yourself, or you rejected a past story that you couldn't process and accept. And maybe this is what is making you burn out because you're not present enough right now to be with yourself or to be with a part of you that is still wounded, that is still bleeding. So your inner child is telling you to be present with your inner child so you can be more in flow, so you can accept and free yourself. On the cards I'm seeing frogs appearing. The frog is about purification. So maybe this is part of purification or pure aspect within your soul that's needed to awaken back, that's needed also for you to free yourself. And with the water, you can see the inner child in the water. Again, that's part of flow, liberation, cleanse. We clean ourselves with water, but also we clean our house or the plates, let's say, anything with water. So I guess water just is going to be helpful for you to release emotions or release anything that is a bit torturous, for you to just be more in alignment with that liberated future self. Okay? So just being acceptant and being present is going to be liberating for you, but also empowering yourself. Let's see next. Letting go. Okay, and I think that's also part of that, rejection, but letting go of this is going to be helping you to accept yourself a little more, to be more caring with yourself, to be more loving as well. But letting go of this past chapter is what I'm seeing here because the book is open. And where it's open, it's the present moment. Anything that happened, you can see the pages before. Let that go. And this is autumn season, so that's a season of change, transformation. And also that change is actually asking you to let go. Anything which is no longer serving. It's like a tree. Releasing the leaves is to welcome also this new season. And this new season is the new chapter for you. There's something new that's coming. And your inner child is telling you to come at peace with what happened before. To let it flow, to let it go. So you can then attract the best things. And to just be more acceptant as well, because you're not filtering this reality with your past anymore, with the eyes of pain. You're not reacting anymore because you came at peace with it. You accepted anything. So I guess you will need to have a chatter with your inner child, to communicate with your inner child. Ask your inner child to come and to tell you, what is difficult, or what happened before that you couldn't process or heal or feel okay with. All of that. And then answers will just come, and this is going to be, like I said, very healing and liberating. But I feel like you need to listen to your inner child, your past self, and recognize that in these situations, you couldn't react the way you are reacting today. You cannot protect yourself and defend yourself the way that you did before, because, they told you to be a certain way. They told you to react a certain way. If you started crying as a kid, they told you to stop. So this was like suppressing your emotions, and you kept that within you. But now, let it go. Let it go, because this is going to be liberating for you and healing. Like I said, I'm repeating myself, so I'm going to move on. So next we have the angel of strength. You're stronger than what you believe. And I'm sure your inner child is telling you, you used to be strong already. You can be seeing your past as something terrible and very heavy, but if you see through the eyes of your own soul, you recognize you did your best. And you were strong enough before to accept, forgive, move on, to grow, to not take things so personally as a kid, because you kept on going. You kept on bettering yourself, and to adapt to situations, adapt to your connections. Yes, even when they were broken, when they were pressuring, when they were not so beautiful. Yes, even when you felt rejected, you kept on being present for you. The way you could teach yourself how to love yourself, so it's fine. But now you need to awaken more of that love within. This is your future self telling you. If you do so, you'll feel so rewarded, just because you're here for you, just because you can support yourself right now. So go in that direction. And for the message, I release time and let the universe show me what to do. Release time. Can you see this is so connected? So releasing, letting go of the past is going to allow yourself to also be shown what's supposed to be happening. You can see yourself kind of being blessed by spirits. And I guess this is also being inspired. Your mind may just vagabond or feel more inspired, feel more in flow, and you may just want to do something different, or to do more things, or to work on different projects. And this itself is inspiration from maybe your higher self, from above, or from the universe. So when you release things, when you allow things to be, then you let the universe take charge of it and also work on its magic to manifest the best reality. So your inner child is telling you to be present, to release, let go, be strong, and recognize the strength already within. This is not something you have to, take towards you or grab, or something that you don't possess already. No, this is already within you. That strength just needs to be awakened. Alright, so let's move on with the messages. So anything you need to know at the moment. Okay, so here we have, in order to be successful, you have to fail too. So life is teaching you, even when you fail. And it's fine, because you can adapt and grow up. So all of that is always teaching you to be more successful, to be stronger. The journey is long, the journey is hard, the journey is worth it. Yes, it is. Live, create, tell the story, repeat. I wish my eyes could take photos. Slow down. Okay, and with the burnout, this is very connected. One step at a time. Don't rush into things. capture this moment. You can see this. Be in the moment, take photos, appreciate, live, create. All of that. I think this is about being there, and this time is the only time that exists, so celebrate it. Let's move on now with the other techniques, starting with the charms. Right there you can see on. It's like maybe online, activating things. Let's see what we can have here. I heard voyage with this, so that can be a journey, that can be a trip, that can also be where you want to be traveling to. Let's see if I see anything else. We have join. So that can also be joining the right community, the right circle, joining the best school, joining the best job, having the right opportunity. I'm seeing this as victory. Maybe your name is Victoria as well, because I heard it. Here we have why. So that can be also asking yourself the right questions to go and maybe join the right things or go in the right direction. But be present, ask yourself questions, and we saw that with the cards. You have to be present with yourself. Also honor and welcome any ideas you may have, because I think anything you think about is a part of genius from your soul. And if you just honor it and allow this one to flow and to be, this itself is celebration, but also creation. When you allow that idea to take form and shape in your reality, this is like an expression of your own divinity on earth. And we have the eagle, so that's a spirit that's connected to your spirit, but also this can be a spirit guide. And this is to me about strength, power, and also I think this is reminding you of your power as a soul, as a spirit, and that all your ideas are genius. Whether people see it or not, it doesn't matter. If you see the potential and also the value in what you are thinking about, work towards it, because that can also be the announcement or the start of victory. So let's see now with the stickers. What is coming? What can change your life, or any type of message? I think this reading is just for all the groups. It's very empowering. This is reminding you of your power, of what you are capable to do. But also there's a lot of healing energy and messages. Okay, good things take time. And that's why I think the burnout and slow down came as a message, because you have to appreciate the evolution of things, to not force things or pressure things to come faster. No, just experience that flow. And I'm sure this is when you allow things to flow naturally, that you will be receiving things a lot more faster. Lucky donuts. So feeling lucky and supported with, what's coming. Barista Perler. Barista? So maybe that's also about opening a business. We had the donuts here, so that can be maybe cooking, or like with barista, I'm getting a cafe, maybe something related to food. Again, we have the cake here, but also that can also be about treating yourself as a code and message. Like treat yourself with the right food or something delicious, take yourself on a date, I don't know, just do something special for you. Stand up, so it can also be a messenger or meant to be on stage is what I heard, or maybe behind the camera or in front of the camera. I feel like this is some creative field for you to spread a message. So for the one who is a director filming, he has a vision, he has a message to share through the movie or even music, anything that is connected to creativity, it has a message. And for the girl on the toilet, I kind of think of anything you may reflect on, especially when you go, to the toilet. So that can also be telling you to pay attention to your thoughts when you go there. because you can have inspiring things coming to you or just memories popping. I don't know. I mean, for me, it is the case. So maybe this is going to speak to you. But definitely telling you that good things are coming. It may take a bit of time. Trust yourself, stand up for yourself, for your ideas. We saw that before. And then you'll see your life just transforming effortlessly. So this is your reading. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write, I claim to welcome this beautiful message and energy and to welcome the best future for you. If you're new here, make sure to join our beautiful family and subscribe down below. And I will see you on my next reading.